Shem Stars. Welcome to class, and today we will continue with our chapter. Doing chapter number 1, book 2, structural change, and today we will cover following topics: tea plantation and condition of laborers. Today we talk about the tea plantation. We have already seen how industrialization and urbanization did not have as widespread an effect in India as it did in Britain. In Britain, there was a remarkable increase in the number of cities and the population living in them. On the other hand, in India, people had started moving from the towns and cities to the villages because there was not enough work for them in the cities as the industries based on handicraft had shut down. The main reason for this was not because we began industrialization late, but because our early industrialization and urbanization in the modern period were governed by colonial interest. The development of industries in India was based on providing benefits to the British rule. Many cottage and small scale industries has closed. It is not necessary to give detail of different industries. We will simply take the case of a tea industry as an example. Official reports reveal that the colonial government often used unfair means to employ and forcibly keep laborers. They acted on behalf of the British planter and often took harsh measures against the laborers to make sure they benefited the planters. They were made to work 10 to 12 hours a day, and the working conditions were far from satisfactory. Actually, there was no direct contact between the employer and the employee. There were contractors in between. The contractors used to employ the laborer, and they paid no attention toward the health and well-being of the worker. The planters were least concerned either, thus the worker suffered gross injustice. Now we talk about what was the life of the laborer at that time. Harsh weather condition caused diseases, and they have to move away from their culture. They have to adjust in many places, and living and working conditions were poor. On the other hand, how did the planters live? The tea planters were Britishers who lived with their wives. Their living was marked by an different lifestyle. They lived in bungalows which were fully fortified without any threat of wild animal. The perimeter of the bungalow was marked by a thick layer of velvet grass and seasonal flowers. The owner and family members took bath in a big tub. Water was fetched from the well of their bungalow. They used steamers for local travel. This is a difference between the lifestyle of planters and the laborers. Next we have that how were workers recruited in tea industries. Tea industry originated in India in 1851. Most tea estates were situated in Assam. Till 1903, there were 479,000 permanent and 93,000 temporary estates. Assam was sparsely populated, and the tea estates were situated on the Mount Aim terrace. Hence, the contractor used to fetch tea labor from the other states. As the workers came from the plain region, they took time to adjust themselves in hilly environment. Often they fell prey to strange diseases and end up spending a lot of sum in recovering from their illness. The workers would not receive any financial assistance from contractor or estate owner to bear the expenses on their treatment. Left with no choice, they would seek advance and repay through their work, and contractor would call the shot in appointing them and setting their wages. The recruit were put under contract to work in the tea garden in Assam for a term not less than 5 years, and they were oppressed by the contractors and sometimes the estate owners. That's all with today's session. If there is any kind of doubt, feel free to ask. Take care.